Happy Wednesday, everybody. So good to see you. I'm out for a jog this afternoon and thought I would take a second to talk to you guys about something. So back in World War II, there's this guy called Yossarian, and Yossarian's in the Air Force, and he's just seeing his friends, his fellow bomber pilots in the Air Force. He's just seeing one after another just get shot down. Just one friend after another. They would go out, the planes would leave and take off, and the planes would end up getting shot down. So he was scared to death. He was so scared that he resorted to his Air Force manual. I don't know if it was the training manual, but the Air Force manual, where he found something that he thought might be able to get him out of it. Line 22 in the Air Force manual was, you can be honorably discharged if you have proof of insanity. So you prove you're insane and they'll let you leave. So he reports this to his superior, who tells him that just by the fact that he's asking the question, that he's done the research up to this point, proves that he's not insane. Told him to get back to work. So the reason this story made it is this is what we now call a catch-22 because of line 22 in the training manual. So, little fun fact there. But being in a catch-22, that's what I want to talk about today. Being in a predicament or a situation where you're just kind of screwed. Both options, both options are bad. There's not a good option available. You're not able to pull off what you want to. However, sometimes in life and in business, it takes a stomach, a spine, to be honest, but you have to choose the least bad of the options. And that can be super hard. That can be, most of us, when faced with that situation, I've had to learn the hard way. When I was faced with that situation, I just stalled. I just froze and just had the whole paralysis by analysis. Just got caught up in my head and just trying to force an option that would work. And that usually leads to pretty colossal failure. Like, good leaders have to make decisions when they don't have all of the information. Good leaders make decisions anyway. Good leaders are accountable, and good leaders will know which is the least worse of the two options that you've got. So sometimes in life, we are in a catch-22. We don't have a ton of a good way out or a good solution to our problem. We have to rise above the mindset that we created our problems with. We have to rise above that. We have to create solutions in a higher level of self than when we created the problem. And this is where emotional intelligence and positive mental health come into play. And this is the reason that I've taken emotional intelligence and taken it from the academia world to corporate America. Because we live in a scary world, in case you haven't noticed. People are going through a lot at home. It's not a great world that we live in. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of negativity, a lot of divisiveness, and a lot of situations where you're in a catch-22. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But what is the least damning option that you've got? So I hope that helps. I try to keep these messages around 6 or 7 minutes, so that's enough out of me for today. But see the beautiful river that I'm on, walking next to, and catch 22, that Yossarian, we have him to thank during World War II. He wasn't crazy after all. Okay, have a great week. I'll talk to you all next Wednesday from Boise, Idaho. Looking forward to it.